draping, we can keep, say if we're working on one leg and it's a little bit cold, we can keep the person warm on the other leg. And then if we're wanting to come up here, we can kind of tuck the towel into his underwear so that we've got that whole leg exposed. Up here, we can also do the same up here. And that way we're protecting his underwear from getting the oil on it. With a woman, you can, again, get them to take their bra off. You could do it with a bra, but better to take the bra off. And then sometimes we cover over here, especially for women with big breasts, right? But other than that, it's the same. And then it's more when we roll them over that we just cover the breasts. So the first thing we're going to do is just apply the oil. And again, as I suspected with Art, his skin is fairly dry, so the oil's really just absorbing into there. And we can do things like use our thumbs up the big toe belly band, up that muscle. We can also do things like circular movements. So oil has two effects in massage. One, we've made up a nice oil blend for Art, using different oils to help him on an emotional level feel more happy and, clearing. Two, it makes it so that we can do some different techniques, okay? We can do things where we glide along the skin with either our thumbs, with our palms. We can even use it with the elbows. He's a bit tight, so we can use circular movements with our fingers. I'm even going to use more oil on his back because it's... When we use oil, warm it up to body temperature before you put it on the person. Okay, nothing worse than lying on a massage table and having cold oil put onto you. We can start off just gently, more caressing moves. How's that pressure, Art?
Oh, that's good.
We can get in even up here. He's tight in here. We can bring his arm up like this and get in behind his shoulder blade. All the while, we're still feeling all the different bands. Like up here, I'm feeling his bands. I'm going, oh, that's tight there, And it gives me an idea. I might want to come in and work. As I say, the main disadvantage with oil is you can't hold a chopstick with oily hands. It's just impossible. I can get right in here into the very top, or that point I was talking about, really good in pregnant women. Big breath. Just going gently because I know he's tight. Very tight through here. He loves to dance there when I work in there. But that gives me an idea later. I can come back, put him in the side position, because that's the side leg band. And again, I can feel he's tight in here. And right all through here actually is very, very tight. So I'm thinking the sides of his legs are going to be tight. Just trying to find that pressure that's good for him without it being too much. How's that, Art?
It's just right up.
It's really in here, which is very interesting because remember we were talking about oils for his heart and opening his heart. Well, he's very tight in here, which is the opposite side from. So that gives us a good idea that we may want to come in on the front there. Again, we can really get in around the shoulder, like on this side. Oh, this feels pretty. How's the oil feel on your skin? Is it stinging at all?
No, not at all.
Feels good?
Yeah.
Okay. So then I'm going to come to his leg. And as I was mentioning to you before, Art's got quite a fair bit of hair on his legs and things like that, so we don't want to use too little oil that we're going to be pulling those hairs, because that's a bit of what we call bad pain. So again, I can use different parts of my arm. I could have the leg up like this, still do like this, but I could also then slot, well, it's a bit strong for him. We can come into the calf. Just get in a chair here. This table for me, but that's okay. We can work in from in here even. Really feel around the ankle. How's the pressure, Art?
Oh, it's good.
Good. So different techniques we can use. But with oil, we're doing more sliding. And I'm also just taking note of how much does his skin absorb the oil as to whether I need to use more. So we can still work along the various bands. With the foot is where oil starts to, you can still do a little bit on the foot with oil,